Time, ain't got time to wait. No disguise. Ooh, it's always new to me. My double vision's got the more than I really need. My mind is racing, but my body. Tonight's the night I'm gonna push it to the limit. I spent all of my years in a single digit. Okay, you get the joke. You get the point. Just doing this to get everything out of the way. Yes, I was double vision by Foreigner, and there's a very good reason for saying double vision for Foreigner, because it's a joke that probably won't make sense, but anyways. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Resident Evil 5. Yay! Last episode, we started up the game, essentially. Went through it, held off against our own, against a horde, and then some bland helicopter pilot named Kirk or something, I don't know, who gives a shit about this game, decided to blow open the gate. So you may be wondering to yourself, Predator usually only posts once a day. Why is he posting two videos today? I'll tell you why, dear viewers. It's because, well, first off, Chapter 1 of this game is pretty fucking short. Second, I accidentally started up Section 1-2 of the game, so I decided, fuck it, why not just, get through it today, get it out of the way, all that jazz, and, yeah, that's why I decided to do it. So basically, with that out of the way, yeah, basically I wanted to do it because I wanted to get it done with. So with that out of the way, let's get back into Resident Evil 5. Oh, the things I do for you people. Okay, so you may notice something interesting. Much like Resident Evil 4, you can collect weapons, you can collect gold, obviously you can collect treasure, and you can buy and sell shit. Here's what they do, but unlike Resident Evil 4, which had our good old friend the Merchant, got something that might interest you, stranger. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. Yeah, remember that? Remember a really cool, interesting character that we knew nothing about throughout the entire game? It had such a vibrant and wonderful and odd personality to him that he became so endearing every time we visited him, and every time we looked forward to him, he was, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, fuck you! Capcom decided not to go that route, so now you just get this boring end-of-game inventory screen every time you start up a new chapter. Hold on, let me turn off my fan here. Capcom decided to remove the merchant from it. That sucks. So now we just get this boring, generic end of chapter, moving on to next chapter inventory management screen. But basically, it does the exact same fucking thing that it did, you know, in olden days of Resident Evil 4. Basically, it's just there to sell off whatever shit you don't need. You can buy weapons, you can upgrade weapons, you can buy items, you know, all that sort of stuff. The main difference, so yeah, basically, all this we can purchase, all this we can organize to sell, and I am going to, I'm going to hold on to this, but yeah, you could, much like in Resident Evil 4, you can upgrade your weapons, and it has the same kind of the same sort of stats. You know, upgrade your firepower, your reload speed, your ammo capacity. The critical percentage chance is the only really kind of new feature to Resident Evil 5. Basically, that's just the thing that, you know, if you can... it basically just determines what percentage of shots you get that are headshots. It's replaced the original mechanic of fire rate for most of the weapons. I think that's for the pistols, though. But no, I think it's for every weapon. I think the only two weapons that don't get it are the shotguns, I want to say, and the sniper rifles, neither of which we've encountered yet, but are going to encounter. So basically, when it comes to upgrading the weapons, you know, it's there for twofold. You know, basically just to fucking make them better, obviously. But unlike Resident Evil 4, upgrading weapons actually does have a benefit. If you upgrade certain weapons throughout the game, I think it's like if you upgrade the first weapon in each category, you get a new weapon for endgame plus mode, essentially, that you can upgrade, not upgrade, but you can use for all the new game plus content. I think for if you upgrade this handgun, you get this. I think if you upgrade so for example, if we fully upgrade the Beretta M92F, I think we get access to the Samurai Edge or something like that. We get access to a new handgun, essentially. If we upgrade the Scorpion, Chris gets access to a Gatling gun. And upgrading weapons, unlike in Resident Evil 4, actually does something different. Something new that Resident Evil 5 does that I don't agree with at all. Once you upgrade all the weapons, you get a super duper expensive upgrade later on. I don't know if it's an upgrade that you have to buy necessarily, if it's just an upgrade that automatically is applied after you've upgraded all the weapons. I think it's an upgrade you have to buy, but essentially, once you've upgraded all the base stats and buy that upgrade, you get unlimited ammo for every single gun. This is both a blessing and a curse, in my opinion. On the one hand, the fact that they resorted to this fucking idiotic, old-school style inventory system rather than just keep with the attaché case from Resident Evil 4, and the fact that we don't have any upgradable slots to help us out with our journey and our carrying capacity, I would say that not having to worry about picking up ammo is a welcome change. On the other hand, this game is already, in my opinion, easier than Resident Evil 4 is. Even with the idiotic and infuriating AI partner that you get, the difficulty is fairly toned down. There are some moments in this game that we'll get to later where I think the difficulty is pretty bullshit. But overall, this game is far less challenging than Resident Evil 4 was. So the fact that you have infinite ammo just makes the game that much more piss easy to challenge out of it what little there was in the first place. I mean, even in Resident Evil 4, you didn't get infinite ammo for all your weapons. The only weapons that got infinite ammo were the infinite rocket launcher, the Chicago typewriter, and if you fully upgraded the hand cannon. But all of those, in their own way, were just bragging rights rewards. They all cost 1,000,000 pesos to buy, and they were only available after you beat the game in the first place. Or in the case of the hand cannon, after you got 5 stars with all the characters and mercenaries. So the fact that you basically get unlimited ammo for everything, in addition to the New Game Plus guns, just really makes it redundant. There's no point to going into New Game Plus if you're an invincible killing machine that never runs out of ammo, because it gets fucking boring after a while. And I know that's a problem that Resident Evil 4 had with its endgame and that once you got all the good weapons, the game was way too piss easy. But I would say that that's an appropriate reward to a certain degree, because Resident Evil 4 could be really fucking hard. You've seen that in my playthrough. Whereas this game is not necessarily that hard by comparison. insultingly brain dead in certain respects, I would say. So yeah, I just don't like the inventory system in this game at all. Not just in terms of yeah, not just in terms of, you know, getting rid of the merchant and having this generic shit go on, but just, you know, creating problems that really shouldn't exist. But anyway, enough about my bitching. Let's get into the chapter proper. Okay? By the way, get easy.
Kirk, we owe you one.
You can thank me later. Chris, Sheva, it's almost time for Alpha Team to go in. Hurry to the deal coordinates.
Roger that.
Yeah.
I'm going on ahead. We'll meet up there. Good luck.
Yeah, sure thing, Kirk. Kirk, or whatever the hell. You're not Mike, and you never will be. Mike was cool. Mike had a personality. Mike was badass. You're just generic helicopter dude that we threw in because, hey, it worked in Resi 4. If you want it to be your own separate game, have your own separate identity, why do you keep copying shit from your predecessor? All these questions and more will be answered never, because it's Capcom. On the note of Resident Evil, I did see the new trailer for Resident Evil 8 that got released. I know it's been a couple months since it got, since it hit the interwebs, as it were, but I'm actually a bit fascinated by the direction it's going in. I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to do werewolves and... Like, I'm actually kind of curious as to how they're going to do, like, werewolves and more, not necessarily human threats, but a bit more supernatural than biological threats that the games are usually known for. And very much, it kind of reminds me a bit, in some respects, of like very Lovecraftian influences with the Dusty Village and the, you know, living out in the middle of nowhere and mysterious threats that, you know, come to disturb the peace and what have you, Dead-Eyed Innsmouth and all that. It looks really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if it's any good or not, especially as the details leak through. Hopefully it works, because I actually did like the direction that Resident Evil 7 was going in, but, you know, that's just me. So, yeah, I don't know about you all. If you've seen the trailer, let me know what you think of it, if you like it, if you're interested by it, if you think it's a step too far, who knows? I'm looking forward to it, especially considering that this hasn't been a good year for Resident Evil. I mean, I'm playing through this for starters, and then the Resident Evil 3 remake. I know I was somewhat positive when I first played through it, but after playing through it a couple times, nah. Just nah. If you like it, fine, but it's just not for me.
Good work.
Captain, what is your status? Can you see the enemy?
Alpha Team, come in. Alpha Team.
Dechant, do you copy? Dechant!
Who gives a shit about these people? They're red shirt fodder. It's obvious they're red shirt. What are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? Enough. This is enough. You are being ridiculous. It's my bad imitation of an African accent.
We can't get in from here.
Duh. But at least we found a key. Also, yes, I'm aware of the jokes. I don't need to be making more. But yeah, Chris Redfield has been eating his steroid Wheaties since and eating all the main installments and shit. It really does look ridiculous. I mean, I understand if he was a little bit, you know, well-built for the most part, but his muscles are fucking massive. Dude, and the fact that he's just, you know, punching people left and right like he was in a fucking fighting game and all this other shit, it's kind of stupid, honestly. I mean, if he was if he had a little bit of physique going on, that'd be one thing, but dude just looks like he's been mainlining fucking steroids throughout his entire life. His testicles must be the size of fucking dimes at this point. It's like a chia pet on top of a giant refrigerator. It's just stupid. And that's another thing, you find way too much goddamn ammo in this game. An absurd amount of ammo in this game. I also haven't been using the Scorpion. I apologize, but it's not really useful, and it's also not my kind of playstyle. Here's another thing that I'm just going to get into when it comes to the AI. Only give them one weapon. I mean it too. You cannot give the AI any form of weapon at all, because they're just going to keep using the default... Bad jump scare there. They're just going to keep using whatever weapon they were equipped with by default, and they will never switch. And I mean fucking never. You could fully load Sheva up with an entire arsenal of weapons, and she'll still use the stock handgun because it's all she knows how to use.
I owe you one.
Like, literally, the AI is too dumb to switch weapons and will never, ever do it. So, if you want them to use a certain weapon, you pretty much just have to remove everything from their inventory except for the one weapon you want them to use, because they'll never swap out, because they're that stupid. And I know I'm going on about the AI here, but it really is a massive detriment to this game. Even in 2009, there was better partner AI in games similar to this, especially, you know, with regards to co-op. Gears of War had better partner AI than this. And this wasn't some, you know, indie developer, some third-party developer, whatever. This is fucking Capcom. They had playtesters abound. There's no reason why the AI in this game should be this frustrating to deal with.
Help! Somebody help me!
A white lady in war toward Africa? Yeah, you're as good as dead. Sorry. No, not. But yeah, that... Again, I wouldn't mind the co-op so much. Actually, you know what would have been nice for this game? If they just gave you an option to, you know, have the co-op be, not necessarily drop in or drop out, but just optional. Like, if you wanted to play the co-op and wanted to have your friends along for the ride, you know, just have that. If you wanted to play solo, play solo. Nothing wrong with that. But the fact that they shove all these co-op mechanics down your fucking throat, like your life depends on it and it's spinach that you need. If you don't eat your meat, you won't get your fucking pudding. That just drives me up the fucking rails, because with how badly programmed the AI is, it becomes a chore to have to fucking babysit them all the goddamn time. You know? But this is just me being me, and this is me being a complete miserable bastard. So I'm gonna try, emphasis on try, to not, you know, get too redundant in my commentary. I make no guarantees though, because it's me. And if you've watched my videos, and why would you, unless you're morbidly curious? You know, just... I didn't miss anything, did I? Hold on. Let me backtrack a bit. But yeah, you should know by now I'm a bit redundant with my speech. I swear to God, I feel like I missed something. I don't know what, but I know I have. Oh, I just noticed they even recycled the same sound effects that fucked from Resident Evil 4 as well. God damn it. Yeah, because that's also not gonna make it so that I don't keep comparing it to its predecessor. Just use some of the same sound effects, you'll be fine. There we go, there's the key.
Wish I knew what it was for.
I think I know what it's for. I think I know what it's for. Do know what it's for. I'm gonna be bitty hippie me. Bitty hippie. Okay, what the fuck is up with this thing? There we go. Key. Look at that. A shotgun hanging on the wall. Where have I seen that before? But yeah. But yes, this is the first shotgun in the game, the Ithaca 37 shotgun. Kind of an obscure shotgun, not really shown a lot in most media. Most media tends to prefer the Remington 870 for their generic shotgun thing. You know, the thing about the Remington, the Ithaca 37, sorry, is that it feeds and ejects shells from the bottom. So if you're left-handed, you can easily shoot it and you won't have shells right hitting you in the face because your face is not near the ejection port. It was actually used quite a bit by the cops until pretty recently. They pretty much moved on to Remingtons now. They're not bad shotguns by any means, especially if you're ambi, but yeah, that's it. Bit of firearms trivia.
Hey, what's wrong? Be careful, they may still be here. Are you okay?
Oh, she's okay. Oh, who could have seen that? Who could have seen that coming? Ah, yes, our first Plaga spawn. You remember Lost Plagas, right? Everyone remembers. Yeah, this is basically just a generic reskin of the first Plaga spawn from Resident Evil 4. You know how in Resident Evil 4 kind of this generic kind of looking kind of thing that had this tentacle with a sharp spike at the end of it. Yeah, basically kind of the same thing. And now that we've encountered that, we're going to be seeing a lot more of it as we go for headshots. I remember back in Resident Evil 4, again, more comparisons, where you had to wait until the second chapter to truly understand what's wrong with the villagers in question. And when you did finally see Las Plagas, it was pretty cool, and it brought a lot of mystery to it. You wonder, what is this thing? Why does it exist? What is with this? And you finally see it. Like, you've heard some allusions to it and that sort of thing, but you finally see it for the first time, like, holy shit! That's creepy as hell. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 isn't like that. Why would it be?
Thanks, partner.
It's just like, nah, you know what this is. That's another thing that they added in is directional button prompts. Yeah, if you have a particular thing or a particular item in the slot, you can easily use a directional pad to switch through. Great concept, except you can't move anything in your inventory when you're in game. You have to do it through the freaking, the stupid freaking trader menu. So there's no point in it. So if you're have a bunch of single-use items in your inventory slot, and you want to switch over to a weapon that you just acquired, well, tough shit, dude, because that's not happening. Now, as far as the Ithaca 37 goes with the shotgun, it's basically kind of like the shotgun from Resident Evil 4. It's a good standby. Fully upgraded, it's probably the best shotgun in the game, or second best shotgun in the game. I think it's got like the second highest damage and capacity. It'll serve you well. I think there's a shotgun in this game that is better than it from a standby, from a pure performance standpoint. But yeah. Also, another thing that I'll actually get into this point when we get further into the game, but suffice it to say, yeah, we've been finding a lot of guns as we'll get into it. I think if you fully upgrade the Ithaca 37, you get a unique weapon for Chris, which is essentially a triple-barreled shotgun, which I'm not gonna lie is pretty fucking rad. I think it's called a Hydra. It's like a custom-made triple-barreled sawed-off shotgun. Not exactly creepy game. But yeah, sawed-off triple-barreled shotgun. Somewhere Doom guy just got the Doom Slayer just got a massive raging hate boner all over again. Ooh, this area is a bit dingy, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of gross, but not really scary. That's the thing about this, and one of the things I don't like about this, it's very... Resident Evil 5 is a lot more actionized than Resident Evil 4 was. That's not to say Resident Evil 4 wasn't kind of actiony compared to the previous games, where it kind of mixed in between, you know, horror and action and balance the two. But Resident Evil 4 did it a lot better. It still had a lot of atmosphere and tension and dread, and some moments that were just really fucking creepy. With a couple moments here and there, nothing really stands out from this game. Is he from Alpha Team? He's already dead. No shit. Yeah, the walking corpse that falls over
He's dressed like a one-man army. His wounds weren't made by bullets.
No shit. Look what we're doing. Wounds were made by bullets. What made you say that, Sheva? And he has pros are in this game, and he has to be shooting and get cash. Haven't seen that before. Or you don't get cash. Whatever. But speaking of cash, quite a bit of booty.
What the hell happened in here?
What's that black stuff? Oh, we'll figure out the black stuff in due time.
Hey, who did this?
Something attacked us. Irving. He got away. It was a setup.
A setup? What is this?
It's data regarding the deal. I downloaded it from their computer. Oh, you gotta get it to
Hey. Hey, hang in there.
He's dead. Bye, generic red shirt. Didn't give a shit. Still don't. Am I supposed to feel sad?
I saw someone, but they ran away.
Team is down. Irving got away.
Roger. Relay the data from the vehicle at the storage facility.
Copy that.
Am I supposed to give a
I
shit
don't like the
that
looks
these
of this, but we have to keep moving.
generic red shirts are dead? You may not see it through my screen, but I am currently playing the world's smallest violin just for these characters. Anyways. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you can't even go down an elevator without having to wait for your partner. Just gotta love this co-op, don't you? Ugh. Oh, a dark hallway underground. Bet nothing spoopy's gonna pop out of there, are they? No siree. It's gonna be all nice and normal. Well, I will say that giving another body. Damn it! Are there no survivors? Well, what do you think, Chris? You've gone through how many bioweapon plagues now, and you're still expecting survivors during all this? What? Ooh, this looks suspiciously like a boss room. I wonder if it might be. I guarantee you it is. Ammo generosity out the ass? Oh yeah, this is definitely a boss fight.
Thanks.
This is definitely a boss room. You think I'm dumb, game? You think I've never played anything like this before? I know what you mean. Ooh, B2 furnace. And there is a lot of reused sound effects from the old Resident games, aren't there?
I owe you one. I owe you one.
Yeah, see? She will never equip it. She will always use her starting handgun. Because she's stupid. Because she's stupid. These gas cylinders look easy to knock over. Gee, I wonder if they would be. Anyways. I like how the cutscenes are shot in this game. I just realized that.
What the hell is that?
Oh yeah, this is game definitely made by the Giant Black Slitter and nothing chemicals. And all the Rule 34 artists out there are just eating this shit up.
I think that's what got Alpha Team.
So yeah, this is our first encounter with Ouroboros! This is what the virus turns you into, a giant mass of black worms. I'm gonna be honest here, this does not freak me out. I mean, it should, to a certain degree. You know, there is something kind of inherently creepy about giant, massive, you know, small little creatures forming up together to be all gross and blocks and all that good stuff. But this design just isn't that creepy. It's kind of the same problem that the molded had from Resident Evil 7. So yeah, basically fire is the only way to kill these things. Good old-fashioned fire. Because fire is always fun. So yeah, epic boss fight done with in about less than 5 minutes.
This thing was responsible for the deaths of Alpha Team. We need to report this to HQ.
There's your scary bioweapon there. A giant, goofy-looking mass of worms that got killed because of retarded AI pathing and the time it would take to make a fucking sandwich. Resident Evil 5, everyone. Oh, my God. It'd be unintentionally hilarious if it didn't fail so fucking hard. Anyways, now that that terrifying, spooky threat has been taken care of, let's move on. That's the other thing that pissed me off. Even if your AI partner is in there, the game still has to be like, is your AI partner in there? Or it just has to take its time to do that.
Let's go.
Got it.
What was that thing?
BOW that scumbag Irving left behind to set us up. Considering what it did to Alpha Team, I think we're lucky to still be breathing.
If only we could have gotten there sooner.
If we had, we'd probably be dead too. Chris to HQ, do you copy?
This is HQ. Excellent work out there. We'll analyze the data immediately.
This whole town's gone to hell. The people here, they're acting like those Ganado detailed in the Kennedy report. And aside from that, there's something new, something we've never encountered before.
Our transportation has been taken out too. Requesting a mission update.
The mission stands. Capturing Irving is your top priority. We believe he may have fled to the mines on the other side of the train station.
Wait, we're the only two left. You want us to go in there alone?
Delta team have been dispatched and are on their way. They'll assist you in locating and apprehending Irving.
But wait, we
I
can't!
repeat, your mission stands. We can't afford to let him get away. Proceed to the mines beyond the station. Over and out.
This is insane!
You ever get the feeling you're expendable?
No, Chris, I don't get the feeling that I'm expendable, but I get the feeling that Capcom thinks these games are expendable. That chapter was fucking pathetic. But then again, I have a feeling this entire game is going to be like that. So, that concludes Resident Evil 5, Chapter 1, 2, again, and that's the end of Chapter 1. Woohoo! Yay, I'm so excited. We beat through the first 2 chapters, and there's still 5 more to go. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, go to my YouTube channel, Predator626268, where I have all my previous live streams of past Resident Evil games posted, as well as upcoming live streams of this game going to be posted. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for Chapter 2-1. Take care, everybody. Peace. Fuck this game.